Hey, what's up, guys? VipernationTV here, and I'm talking about my thoughts on microtransactions. Really, for real. Now, I know it says my thoughts on. I know it's a random thoughts episode, but note that this episode might feel more like a rant than a random thoughts video, but it's still a random thoughts video either way. And my head will probably explode after this video. Maybe before. I'm not sure. So, for those who don't know what microtransactions is, it's basically when you use real life money in order to get in-game money, like for example, shit like Roblox and Rocket League, like does this shit like for real. And the origins of this shit came from the 90s. Initially, it started with the game Double Dragon 3: The Rosetta Stone, which was released in 1990 for several devices, including arcades, Amiga, Game Boy, MS-DOS, ZX Spectrum, and Commodore 64. And that it uses arcade machines for people do to use their money to buy in-game shit. Like, bro, like, nah, hell to the nah. Like, like, for real. Like, but it did not really start getting into popularity until the late 90s, early 2000s. Or not really then, but it wasn't until the late 2000s, early 2010s that microtransactions became hugely popular. Thanks to fucking mobile games and shit, like for real. Like the mobile games is what made this terrible shit popular. Like for real. Like why in the hell would you spend real your actual money for in-game currency? Like whatever happened to the days of earning in-game money? Like for real. I miss the old days where you can just earn it without having to pay money for it. Like for real. One of the biggest one of the biggest companies guilty of this shit is EA, aka Electronic Arts. Like I used to love EA back in the days. They used to make shit like Burnout and Need for Speed. Like for real. I think they still do Need for Speed. I'm not sure. But they used to be dope back in the days, back in the 2000s. However, from the 2010s onwards, they began to over rely on this shit called Ultimate Team. Ultimate Team being you can spend real world money in order to get like better cars and shit. So yeah, like I think it's the whole microtransactions bullshit really started to get popular with games like Clash of Clans and shit. Like this bullshit is annoying. Like for real, having to pay real life money just to get in game currency. Like this practice should have never been. It should have never had this practice in the first place. Like for real. Oh, it gets worse when the whole. You remember the whole Ultimate Team? I said like that all started with FIFA '09. Yeah, FIFA '09, where you spend real world money in order to get like new stuff like stadiums, players, jerseys, and shit like that. Like that is bullshit. They even EA started spreading this shit to pretty much just about all their sports games that would be released afterwards, basically. Like, no. Hell to the no. Hell, I feel like it's starting to affect a bunch of games over time by various companies. It has happened to stuff like Overwatch, and I think it happened to Call of Duty. Like, however, but the thing I feel like is where it started to get really worse is in 2017 when Epic Games released that one god-awful game titled Fortnite. Like, I fucking hate that game, honestly, guys. It's how bad the gameplay is, and I'm completely against the game in general because of how much of a awful impact it gave us. Like for real, like they taking this microtransactions shit to up to 11 basically. Like, and then afterwards, a number of games really started to fall afterwards. Like hell, Rocket League started doing that when they became free to play. Like for real, with the whole credits and shit like that. And in order to earn credits, you had to spend real world money. Like, no, hell no. Like, to me, microtransactions is pretty much giving a negative impact on the world. I think there's more than one occasion where kids be spending money for various games and shit. Like for real, spending money on microtransactions. I'm gonna try to give you a Google search a bit. There's at least one article saying this. Yup, here it is, yeah, guys. There was at least a couple of occasions where kids are fucking spending their own parents' money on in-game currency. Like for example, this 6-year-old kid spends $16,000 from his mom's credit card, all all for the game Sonic Forces Speed Battle. Like, seriously, like this is how bad it's getting. Like, yeah, guys. And it says a 6-year-old kid from Connecticut spends more than $16,000 from buying microtransactions for the game Sonic Forces Speed Battle, which is a mobile game that's the spinoff of the Sonic Forces game. And the mother of the kid, named Jessica Johnson, began noticing in July of when was this? July of began realizing in July of 2020, which at the point the kid had already spent over $2,500 by that point, yeah, guys. So yeah, and then the mom said that her son was basically buying like the gold ring bundles for like $100 each. She at first did not realize it, but she thought, but the mom is stupid herself. Not that stupid, but she first realized that was a fraud. Like, how in the hell do you realize that's a fraud if you knew you if you should have at least checked your fucking kid first if they're spending shit on your card? Like for real. That is that the kid ended up spending a grand total of $16,293.10. Like, for real. and that the credit card company that the mom was with, Chase, said that they needed to contact Apple about this shit. So yeah, and it's revealed that Apple was not sympathetic with the situation, and that the mom couldn't pay her mortgage due to whole microtransaction charges. Like for real. Like this is unbelievable. Like like see what happens when y'all added microtransactions into this shit. Like you get reports like this. Like for real. Like fuck no. Like and it's worse if it's a fucking kids game. Like for real. Like some of these games that y'all be playing microtransactions in are games targeted towards kids. Some. That's only some games though. Like it's worse if it's a fucking kids game. Like because the kid might go up to the mom or dad and say, "Please, let me. Can I have some money to buy this thing in currency?" Like, nah, that should not happen. Like for real. Like trying to ask your parents for money just to get like like a skin of a character or in-game currency, that would not slide with me. Like for real, hell no. Like this is getting ridiculous. Like for real. And I think I saw down here is that several kids from the UK actually paid a lot of money just for microtransactions. Wait, where was it? Oh, here's some of it. Hell, it was revealed that some kids were spending like a bunch of money. Like some even spend like over 2 grand just for microtransactions. Like this is really getting ridiculous. Like for real. And some kids even stated that they they seen some of their friends, their siblings and shit, having mental disorders just for spending money over on in-game items. Like for real. Like really, like and it's worse if the game is you already paid for. Like for example, I was gonna say Halo Infinite, but it only costs money to play the campaign. But I know people like to play games like Halo, Call of Duty, and CS:GO. Not really for its campaign, but more for its multiplayer. And just to see these companies making shitty practices on fucking using microtransactions in order to make more revenue out of these people, like nah, hell nah. Like this is basically essentially gambling. Like it's worse if a game is like E or E10 plus or something like that. Like they're just basically secretly adding gambling into the game. Like for example, Overwatch. Overwatch costs money to get on its own. Like, but putting loot boxes in it, like that is just unbelievable. This comes to show you how greedy these companies are into making money. Like, y'all guys need to speak out on this. Speak out with your mouths, yeah, minds and with your fucking wallets. Like this is really getting ridiculous right here. Like we need to end this practice, yeah, guys, because it got so bad to the point where I don't feel like getting some new games because of microtransactions. Like for real. But thankfully with some games they don't rely on this shit, thankfully. Sure, games like WWE or GTA Online has some microtransaction shit, but at least they don't over rely on it. And at least you could just play the game without having to pay real money just to get in game items. At least with GTA Online, you could just do missions to earn in game currency. Like, for real. Like, whatever happened to the old days where you would just earn in game money and in game items just by doing missions and shit. But let me show you how terrible shit is getting. Like, for real. Like, please end this microtransaction shit. Like, I don't want to see it in video games anymore. I don't. And if anybody feels the same way, tell me in the comments below. Like, please, just end this practice already. I'm VipernationTV, and I'll see you guys next time.